And yeah, that's it for my physical PS Vita games. I do own digital PS Vita games, and I did hack my PS Vita, so I have a bunch of PS Vita games I didn't buy, but I still have it on my PS Vita. And I did play it. So I'm just gonna mention some highlights from that. So some digital PS Vita games I did buy include Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. For it's a PlayStation 2 game that was remastered or ported to the PS Vita, and it's very fun. Definitely recommend it. It's like a solid 9 out of 10 stealth game. Very fun Metal Gear Solid game. It's like the first Metal Gear Solid game I actually played. I didn't have Metal Gear Solid for I didn't have Metal Gear Solid for the PS1 yet. So Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater was actually my first experience with Metal Gear Solid because of that. And then other PS Vita games I own is digitally is Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for the PS Vita, and that game is very fun, very fun fighting game. Very addictive. So many characters to play as. Definitely worth it. I paid I think I paid $40 this game digitally because of course it's a digital game. But the game is so hard to find physical. I think it costs like $70. So yeah, not buying it physical. I'm just buying digital. So very fun game. Definitely recommend it. Give it like a solid 9 out of 10. And what else I got? I got Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, X-Men, and Thor for the Zen Pinball 2 DLC pack, and that one is very fun. So yeah, I bought that Zen Pinball 2 DLC pack just for Moon Knight and Ghost Rider because I'm a big fan of both Moon Knight and Ghost Rider. I like Moon Knight because the old 80s comic books for Moon Knight are very well written stories. While with Ghost Rider, I just like him because he's cool. He looks cool. I read quite a few Ghost Rider comic books. I think I read like at least 25 of them, and they all suck. They're not very well written. They're just very like dialogue heavy. Like, oh, back in the day, hell has been raised in 1872, and the Great War of the Demons happened, and the Demon Plague, and blah 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 blah. So much pointless lore that doesn't add to anything. It's just like a one-off issue that I have to just like a one-off villain that you have to add so much lore and backstory to. And it's just pointless. Like, Ghost Rider kills him in like 2 pages. Like, why do I need so much lore? Like, show me the lore. Don't tell me the lore. Make it organic. Make it feel good. It sucked. A lot of Ghost Rider comics back in the day suck. And I think they still do. But he looks cool, okay? Ghost Rider looks cool. That's why I like the channel. But what else I have for the PS Vita? What other video games I got digitally? I bought what is it? Stranger's Wrath for the PS Vita. That's like a PlayStation 2 Xbox original game. You know, based on Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey kind of gameplay. Well, not gameplay, but same universe, different gameplay. It's like a first-person shooter type of game set in the Oddworld universe. It's very fun. Definitely recommend the game. Give it like a solid 8 out of 10. It's a very short game, not much replay factor, but it's a solid 8 out of 10. First-person shooter game. I got it for the PS Vita for like I think $10 digitally. Very good game. Definitely recommend it. I think that's about it for all the digital games I bought for the PS Vita. Of course, I bought a few digital PS1 games, but I mentioned that before in the last video. I did buy some digital PSP games, but I want to mention that for the PSP video. It's not a PS Vita game; it's a PSP video game. So I might as well mention with the PSP game. So yeah, that's about it for the digital games I got for the PS Vita. Or is that it? Is that it? No. Okay. There's one more PS Vita game I actually bought for the PS Vita digitally. It's Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. I think. I'm pretty sure. That one is like it's a game called Up Your Arsenal. I'm not sure. Like, there's so many Ratchet and Clank games. I don't know all the names for it. I think it's Up Your Arsenal, but I'm not too sure. But that game for the PS Vita is very fun. It's a very short game. I think I paid maybe $10 for this game. Actually, I think did I pay $10? No, I paid $20 for the game. It's a very fun game, very short. It's basically like a tower defense game where you can play as Ratchet, you can play as Clank, you can play as the big green guy. I've got his name. And you gotta defend like all these different towers and stuff, and you can build like different devices, weapons to help aid you and attack enemies. Make sure they don't, attack your forts. Very decent, tower defense game. Give it like a 7 out of 10. Pretty fun to a degree, and I believe the game came up with a digital copy for Ratchet and Clank. I think Dead Zone or something like that. Ratchet and Clank Dead Zone for the PlayStation 3, like a remaster edition of that game. So if you want Ratchet and Clank Dead Zone, whatever it's called, for the PlayStation 2 for free, you can get it for the PS Vita copy of Up Your Arsenal, and you can play digitally on the PlayStation 3. But if you don't own a PlayStation 3, well then now that's pointless because you can't play the game because it's not for the PS Vita, it's for the PlayStation 3. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of sucks, but you know what? A free game is a free game. So at first, because I bought this game back when I didn't own a PlayStation 3, at first I couldn't play that game. I had it for free, a digital copy of that game. We're actually playing Dead Zone or Deadlock. That's it, Deadlock. But I couldn't play it because I didn't have a PlayStation 3. But now I do own a PlayStation 3, and now I can play the game. So it's a fun game. Did I mention my PlayStation 2 video? If I didn't mention the game in the PlayStation 2 video, I might as well mention it now. It's a very fun game. Watching playing Deadlock. Very fun game. Give it like a solid 8 out of 10. It's mostly just a on-foot hack and slash shooting game because the platforming is pretty much gone. There's like very little platform in the game. Just a very, very straightforward hack and slash game with shooting mechanics. But it's a fun game. But yeah, there's one more digital PS Vita game that I didn't mention, and that is Mickey Mouse. Actually, not Mickey Mouse. Epic Mickey 2. Powers of 2 for the PS Vita. That one I own digitally. I paid freaking $40 in that game, brand new. And yeah, the game kind of sucks. It's very, very laggy, very, very choppy, but there was some good elements of the game. Like the beginning first level of the game is very, very fun. But as soon as you finish that first level, it's a slog after that. It's a very, very slow, clunky, very, very, very long loading times, very, very laggy game with a lot of glitches. And not only that, but the core gameplay is just very, very backtrack heavy. So you gotta go from point A to point B, then back to point A, then back to point B, over and over again, and sometimes get lost very, very easily, and sometimes you just don't know what to do next, and just give up after that. But nah, I actually beat the game, Epic Mickey 2 for the PS Vita. It sucked, and I hated every moment of that, but I did beat the game. I give the game like a freaking 4 out of 10. It's very, very buggy, very, very glitchy. And if the game wasn't buggy and glitchy, then I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. But because it is glitchy, then now I gotta bump it down to a 4 out of 10. But I do not recommend it for the PS Vita. I think I hold the Xbox 360 version is like the definitive version of the game. So just get it for the Xbox 360 if you have to. If you really have to get the game, just get it for there. But other than that, don't. Just don't. And yeah, that's all my digital PS Vita games I bought and own. I did hack my PS Vita, and there's a few memorable PS Vita games that I played on my PS Vita that I don't technically own. I didn't pay for, but I did play. And those memorable games include was it Dead or Alive Extreme 3 for the PS Vita? That game I actually platinum. I have a platinum trophy for Dead or Alive Extreme 3, beach volleyball game for the PS Vita. It's very addictive, I guess. Very relaxing game. You don't do much in the game. You just let it, play out and, enjoy yourself. Just watch or play volleyball, relax on the beach. Play like pool hop and all that stuff. It's fun. It's not like traditional fun. It's just, I don't know, this nice and relaxing game. Plus, I have a background in drawing pinup art, so because I have a background in drawing pinup art of women, this game appeals to me. But yeah, I got a platinum trophy in that game. Not even joking. It took me like 4 months to do that, but I did it. I finally did it. But what else can I talk about with all those hacked games I got? I also play Danganronpa for the PS Vita, and I'm not a big fan of anime. I don't like anime at all, but that game was actually pretty good. I mean, the story of the game is actually pretty good. The gameplay is just non-existent, it's almost non-existent, but the story is pretty good. It's a pretty good story. I do like it to a degree. It's kind of stupid to a degree, but it got me into the lore. And yeah, that was decent. Give it like a 7. Because I gotta give it, I got a grade for gameplay, but the story's good, so 7. Give it a 7. Hey, what do you expect from the guy who doesn't like anime? What kind of grade do you want? And I also played was it Persona 4 Golden Abyss or what was called? And that game is okay. I'm not a big fan of anime, like I said before, and I don't like RPGs, so that game doesn't appeal to me. I can see why it's fun. I can see why people give it like an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, which is why I would give it like an 8 out of 10. But I don't know. The gameplay is just not for me. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for my PS Vita. Everything else is just like games I just played for fun for free on my hacked PS Vita. But I did buy a few digital games here and there, and I did buy these physical PS Vita games. So let me know in the future what video games you want me to talk about in the future, because I have so many different video game collections I can talk about. I can have PSP games, got DS games, 3DS. I have Dreamcast, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Nintendo Wii, Sega Genesis, all that stuff. All that stuff I didn't talk about yet. So yeah, I have a ton to talk about. Didn't talk about here, but in the future I will eventually talk about all those games. But yeah, for now, I'm done with my PS Vita collection. Let me know in the comments below what else video games you want me to talk about, and if you want me to talk about more PS Vita games in the future, let me know. And talk about what PS Vita games you have in the comments below. Maybe, I don't know. Do you have a PS Vita? Did you own a PS Vita? Are you looking to buy one? Just let me know in the comments below, and talk to you there in the future. Or maybe, I don't know. Depends on what you want to talk about. So yeah, goodbye. See you later. Good video.